sinners are going to suffer.
It's all by design. It's all by design, man. They know exactly what they're doing because they want the people to be in crisis, especially the middle class. The middle class are getting squeezed more and more and more. We know who's not getting squeezed? Trump and them, man. Them man ain't feeling no different. Because the billionaires, it don't matter how much gas prices go up and nothing. That don't affect man. Man's got disposable income. It's you fix because your disposable income is a couple £100. So when them prices go up, it cuts. The middle class ain't rich.
Yeah, that hurt.
I got the scripture.
Ecclesiastes 8 and 11. Because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily, therefore the heart of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil. Though a sinner do evil 100 times, and his day be prolonged, yet surely I know that it shall be well with them that fear the Most High, which fear before him. But it shall not be well with the wicked, neither shall he prolong his days, which are as a shadow, because he feareth not before the Most High.
And that's you Edomites. Your time is actually coming to an end. Especially you elites, because you elites think you got it going on right now. You think you got the people fooled, and you're maneuvering and manipulating everything, and you're gonna get this new world order locked in. You are gonna go down. Everything that you're doing step by step is gonna lead to your downfall. Just keep doing what you're doing, because the Lord got you in a trick bag. Keep doing what you're doing, because your days are numbered, man. Your day, and we love it, man. We seeing everything that's going on, and we love it, man. Keep doing more. We can't wait. Do more. Do it. Push that new world order, baby. Push that MOTV.
Push to see it, man.
Push it out there, man. Get it all on and popping. World War III, everything.
The sooner he does that, the sooner we'll be out of it.
If I could say, whenever I think about it, it makes me just think, it proves that the Most High is the one in control of everything. Because the Most High said, look, man, I ain't going to save these Israelites until this MOTB, the persecution. So if Esau really wanted to rule forever, he could just not push the MOTB. But he can't help himself because
he's final
exactly.
He thinks he's slick.
He thinks he's going to turn himself into a god through shipping everyone, which he could. But he doesn't understand, like the brother just said, there's a quagmire.
That's it.
There's a snare onto him. As soon as you're about to fill your belly, the Lord said, that's
it. is coming back. And you ain't got nothing for that.
You ain't got shit for that, man. No robot, AI robots. No matter what soldier you got. They're all going to get slaughtered, man.
Yeah, the demons lied to you, man.
Yeah. AI ain't smarter than the Most High. Come on.
Isaiah 14 again. I'm sorry, from 1. For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob, and will yet choose Israel.
So Israel's still the chosen people. Chosen for what? To be his people. The seed of Abraham. The chosen, and vocab and them, man, they don't want to accept that, but that's just what it is. It don't matter. The seed of Abraham is the Israelites. And it's a physical seed, and nobody else can't be a part of that. You can't make yourself into an Israelite. It's by blood. It's by straight up and down. So if your dad ain't an Israelite, then you just hope you're not an Edomite. That's if you're not an Edomite, then you kind of alright. You be alright, But that's just how it is. Go on. And that's how it is for them. Look at my man William and them. I can't bust in and take over his inheritance. They'll say man's not
getting out of it.
You know what I mean?
You go to a restricted area, the gun police gonna take you out.
Even though they usurped authority to
bring you into that, and then it's always saying it's gonna go to his children. Well, why is it not going to some random dude from Oxfam or something?
Yeah, Stormzy or
something. Stormzy
gets to work.
Hey, bro, that will cause riots, bro. There'll be riots.
I just saw the most
Wow.
Stormzy? He's getting it.
Go on, man. If they really want to piss man off,
that's
you know what I mean? They have Stormzy marry into the royal family.
I can actually see, that's what I'm saying. Like,
you can actually see them doing some shit. King niggas will still like, Esau will storm the fucking castle after that. They're not having no Stormzy marrying.
He's dark as hell, man.
And that's what I'm saying.
Black as soot, man.
And set them in their own land, and the strangers shall be joined with them and they shall
The strangers that's going to be joined is the Israelite foreigners.
Yeah.
Because you can't physically join another nation in with Israel. It's impossible, man. It don't work. That's confusion. That's the mixing of seeds. You are what you are. You can't change it, man. You can't change what you're born, man. It can't be done.
And you can't change the covenants either.
You can't. So it's the strangers that's going to be joined onto them are Israelites, man. Because Israel's scattered.
We still got this dispute between the Gentiles. Come on, man, you Christians, that shit's old. Like, come on, man. Let's play it out now. You got to understand the Gentiles. We're talking about Israelites. They're in a Gentile state of mind. If you still don't understand that by 2025, I don't know what to tell you, man.
We got the ingredients.
Yeah, man.
Esau understood it when he wept bitterly. He knew where it was. No, he lost his lesson.
You got guys like Volkan fighting for this succession and all that.
Yeah, except when he gets them JOOs, then he don't want to talk about it. Then he don't want to talk about it no more.
I got a quick one.
Yeah.
John 4:21, Yahushua saith unto her, Woman, believe me, the hour cometh when ye shall neither in this mountain nor yet at Jerusalem worship the Father.
Yeah, that was talking to an Ethiopian woman. She thought, I'm in the land, Samaria and all that. I'm with the people as well. I can be counted worthy as an Israelite. Nah. Just because you moved into the land don't make you nothing. You ain't no Israelite.
And you know what proves that?
You know what I'm saying?
Remember, the temple proves that. Because
you can come to the temple.
when you go to the temple, right, and remember, the Lord designed the temple. Yeah? You had the outer court.
In the court.
Now, the outer court, you could be ceremonially unclean and be a heathen and come to the outer court. Like, so say if a woman was on a period, she could go to the outer court. That's the outer court. Right? But then you had the inner court. So you had the first one was the court of the women, which is only an Israelite woman and an Israelite man could pass into that. So if you weren't an Israelite, you couldn't enter in to the court of the women. Only an Israelite woman. Why is that? How come a heathen couldn't just clean themselves up and do something and pray and walk it? No, you couldn't, because you ain't of that seed. And then you had, beyond the court of the women was the court of Israel, which you had to be an Israelite man. And then, like you said, then you got the inner court
for the priest.
For the priest, the Aaron's son, which is another distinction. So even that shows you that the Lord went about. There was a racial aspect to it where if you didn't have the right seed, boy, you might just blast into flames, but it does not compute, man.
Even that's like the story of the Ark of the Covenant. Even though it was a Jake that dropped it.
Yeah, he didn't have the right. He didn't have the right.
Yeah, he was an Israelite, but he didn't have. So if a heathen tried to put his hands, come on,
the fail-safe went off, man.
Flames, man.
Even
that's why when them Hamites stole the Ark, what happened to them? Yeah, they got hit with hemorrhoids and shit.
Yeah,
they got hit with
the fail-safe went off, man. You ain't got the right DNA.
even the Levitical breastplate, it doesn't have anything to represent the heathen on it.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
You know, it's just the
Where's the
tribes.
gemstones?
Right. No gemstones.
Fucking DNA fell.
That's dirt, bro.
Yeah.
You know Esau he makes diseases for Jake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's
The
like
Heavenly
fingerprint.
Father got that on the Ark
Yeah,
of the
it's a
Covenant. Touch
DNA
it,
fail-safe,
innit?
man.
It's like, Levi? Nope. Okay, death. You know,
You ain't got the right
don't,
DNA.
don't matter.
It's weak, man. That's just how it is, man.
Ye worship ye know not what. We know what we worship, for salvation is of the Jews.
Yeah, salvation is for the Jews, for the Israelites, man. Point blank period, man. It's not for the other nations, and they're not holy. They can't be made holy. The holy seed is the seed of Abraham, and that's from the straight descendancy, man. Straight up descendancy. And if you ain't from that descendancy, then it's just you just didn't make it in, man. You just didn't make it, man. But that's life. No, but go on.
Because I see the back and forth of this Captain Cesariak, he keeps debating these Christians every damn other day. He's having another debate with this Christian. The same answer. You're going to get a different answer in a different debate. So the ones that's got the covenant, you other nations ain't part of it, man. It's something that you was never part of, man.
That's right. You're not party to the covenant, man.
You're not part of the laws that the Lord gave to the Israelites. Even the multitude, when we came out of Egypt, they didn't receive the law.
Nope.
They all got killed, man.
Nope. But they,
There you go.
you know,
Yeah.
they were.
Chattel slavery.
He didn't number them and say, and there were 10 Egyptians. But it just said and they had cattle and they had goats and the mixed multitude. That's it. No. Okay, cool. Yeah, no, but they weren't numbered among Israel. They were not. They were separate, just like the cattle and them.
That's why you had what's his name? Number 24. He praised the Israelites.
He said he wanted to be one.
Balaam. Is it Balaam or Balak? Yeah,
Balaam.
He's basically saying like, man, I wish I could be these people.
Yeah, let my end.
You saw the vision.
He's styling on you.
You got the vision, innit?
Yeah, because we won. In life, we won the lottery.
Yeah.
But that's life, man. In life, some people win and some people lose. And then sometimes there's nothing you could... Listen, we all want to be Tracy McGrady. You know? We all want to be Vince Carter. Them niggas won. Them niggas... Listen, bro. This is what we do know. When you got dudes that's that tall and that athletic, there's bare ballers that they wanted to be. They could have been that good. But they couldn't at the same time because it was genetics, man.
Anthony Davis, William
Bro, there's bare ballers that didn't get past 5'7" from and they ain't got no ups, but they can ball. Some little Filipino dudes here. I've seen some Filipino dudes that can ball, but you ain't Tracy McGrady. He was born with the genetic. Him and their cousins, him and Vince Carter, man.
Same grandma.
Bro, the way of life is some things you're just born with, man. Some things you're just born with, and there's nothing you're gonna do to overcome those genetics that the Lord gave you. You could get lucky. It's luck.
Didn't Vocal one time try to be like, oh, you lot think we won the golden ticket?
It is a golden ticket. Bro, it's just like anyone that knows sports knows that sports is a genetic lottery. People say it's about hard work and all, which to a degree it is. But a lot of time, look, you know how many ballers are sick when they're like 8, and they're looking at him like 8, 9-year-old, like he's good. Bro, as soon as puberty comes, man got left behind. And that's not his fault. He didn't grow tall enough. His heart ain't strong enough, so man's stamina ain't no good. Stamina is not just, you can't train stamina to a degree. There's a certain part of it that's genetics. There's a certain part of it that some men are just, if they train, they'll get to that level, and you train and you'll only get here. And there's nothing you could do to bridge that gap. That's what the athletics is, genetics, man. This is the world we live in now. When it comes to the spiritual things, it's genetics as well. The Lord set up certain man with the genetics that's key to be part of this thing. And whether you like it or not, you're born into this thing. And you can't train it. You can't train. You can't do nothing to get. You can't pray and do some ritual that's going to change it. You ain't got the ingredient. Just like I can't become Tracy McGrady. Like, it ain't not going to happen. I ain't going to win the dunk contest against that man.
Even to just get this truth, man, because what the scripture says that in Matthew 13 about how Yahushua was like, look, man, I don't want them to get it. So you can get because you see it, you get guys that are trying their best to get it, and you see it's just not clicking.
You have to be chosen. Certain things it's not that him that willeth or him that runneth, man, but the Lord that chooseth. And these men can't get that into their mind, so they want it to be something where you could do something to get. When it's as simple as something just. Okay, when you had the Levites, right? The Levites' position was locked into their DNA. You couldn't be like a Benjamite and try to be a Levite. It's like, yo, you weren't born. And even Aaron's priesthood proves that. Because the Lord locked into his DNA. Yeah, you and your sons, that's your position, is by DNA. Okay, so could it be, what about Moses' sons? They still didn't have that position. So certain things the Lord has said, that particular seed line and that particular genetics, that's your thing.
And even when you deal with Moses as well, Aaron come into the position he came into through the Spirit, but because Moses said, I don't know what to say. He said, ain't your brother Aaron among them? Yeah, take him, he'll be your prophet and you'll be God. So it shows you that that's through the Spirit.
It's all set up, man.
It's all set up.
So something, like I said, we got to get rid of this childish mentality of you could be whatever you want to be. That's something that is childish. The reality of life is you really can't be, most people will never be what they want to be, man. You can't get some 4'2" done and tell him he's going to play for fucking France as a keeper. It's not going to happen, blood. You're 4'2". Can some midget play in the NBA? No, like, I don't care what, you could bounce the ball and shit, but you're not going to play because you ain't got the ingredients, bro. It's not going to happen.
What was my man's name from Sparta with the hunchback?
He was born wrong. You got certain things in life. You're born with it. You gotta have the right ingredients, like singing. Being able to sing is the genetics, man. And if you can't sing, you can't fucking sing. No one, you could try and get lessons, but you'll never be fucking Whitney Houston or some shit. She was born with it, man. So we're born, the Israelites are born to be the holy seed, and that's it. Just accept it. That's just how it is. If you ain't got the right lineage, you ain't got the right ingredients.
Even Esau knows that, 'cause he used to breed certain slaves to make the strongest slaves. He does with the horses, you get certain horse
Some
semen,
things are
to
genetic,
freeze it.
Studs, stallions,
Esau knows.
Some
All about the
things,
season.
you know, the Lord deals with seed lines, inheritances, things, spiritual inheritances can follow certain seeds.
Galatians, the 4th chapter, verse 22. For it is written that Abraham had 2 sons, the one by the bondmaid, the other by the free woman. But he who was of the bondwoman was born after the flesh, but he of the free woman was by promise.
Yeah, like this other day, because you know this heifer, Janet Jackson, she's married that Arab. She had his baby, and then like the little youths there playing the drums, and then this nigga from the Roots, you know, the main guy from the Roots, gave him a drum kit. So like, because he said, oh, he looks good on the drums, like saying he's gonna be that guy.
Yeah.
Like, bruv, that's a heathen. That ain't no Israelite. That's a fucking Arab, man. His mother Janet Jackson. That guy's a little fucking Arab rap, man.
He ain't gonna have the ingredients.
He ain't got the ingredients. He ain't gonna be no MJ moonwalking and all that. You can't do that, man.
You get him a shisha and let him just sit there.
He got money, man. Yeah, he can just open up a lounge.
That's a billionaire, man.
Give him a fucking G class.
No matter what that little nigga does, he's never gonna be Israelite. You know what I'm saying? It's all in the DNA like that. That's what I'm saying.
Even in the scripture, Paul said Jerusalem is the mother of us all, and that proves that the people he was talking to were Israelites. Because Jerusalem is not the mother of the other nations. Jerusalem is the mother of Israel. So that proves that he was speaking to Israelites, man. Because the mother of Israel's Jerusalem's sons are the Israelites, man, not the other nations.
No, even when Yahweh was asked by the apostles, why are you speaking to the people in parables? And he said, because it's given unto you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, but to them it's not given, and that's even amongst Israel.
The Lord chooses, man, and the Lord is very racial. If he divided it, he created the races and divided to them inheritances, and he spoke to them in that manner. His prophets would say this particular nation of people and prophesy against them. He's talking about that specific people. Now, if it ain't, you're not part of that people, then it don't apply to you. But if you're part of that people, it applies. Just like the curses. If you're an Israelite, you're under the curses. It doesn't matter what you do. It doesn't matter what you do. You're going to be under them curses because it's on your seed.
Even the prophets went under the curses.
Yeah, you can't listen, you can't get around it, man. No matter where you are in the world, them curses going to hunt you down. Because it's attached to the DNA.
I got
Ecclesiasticus chapter 3 and 10. And all men are from the ground, and Adam was created of earth. In much knowledge, the Lord has divided them and made their ways diverse. Some of them as he blessed and exalted, and some of them he sanctified and set near himself. But some of them as he cast and brought low and turned out their praises.
Right, the Lord created different people, and he can bless or he can curse, he can sanctify. Israel is sanctified, man. And the only people that are sanctified. No one else is sanctified, man. They can't go. There is no ritual. Otherwise, show me in the Bible where there was a ritual for a heathen to do to be made holy, to be made clean. There is none. There was nothing for them. That's why they can even eat an animal that died. It says when the animal dieth of itself, you could give it to a heathen. Why? Because they're not clean anyway.
The DNA is made for that.
It is, because Esau can eat anything and nothing. It doesn't affect him.
They can't defile themselves because they're kind of already defiled. Like, they're not clean. Like pigs, they can't get to the level of that Israel get to, man. The closeness, the spiritual closeness that the Israelites have, because we're a special people. The Lord has chosen unto Himself.
Quick precept.
Yeah.
It's Job 14 and verse 4. Who can bring a clean thing out of an unclean? Not one. And in the NLT it says, who can bring purity out of an impure person? No one.
There you go. So you, just like you can't take a pig, you could take a cow, right, and make it unclean. You give it a disease or whatever you do to it, and it's unclean, right? But inherently, it's a clean animal, right? But a pig, right? You can't. There's nothing you could listen, man. You could feed that pig on flipping corn. You know what I'm saying? You could feed that pig on the grass-fed corn. You could massage the pig, give the pig a bath 3 times a day in flipping glacier water or water from the River Jordan. Yeah, you get water from the River Jordan and wash down the pig every day. Give him the River Jordan water to drink. He's drinking from the Jordan, fam. You know what I mean? You could do all the holiness, hyssop and all that frankincense, rub down all that stuff. Guess what? Pig's unclean. The pig's unclean. Why? Why is it unclean? Because it was made that way and it can't be changed. So it's the same thing with people. The Lord made the Israelites to be that holy and chosen seed. Now we can make ourselves unholy,
We can be washed.
but we can be clean. But the heathen can't be made holy. It's just not gonna happen. They ain't got the ingredients. Just like you can't make a pig clean.
Clean, yeah.
Can't.
I've got to back you up. Amos 3:1 and 2. Hear this word that the Lord Yahweh has spoken against you, O children of Israel, against the whole family which are brought up from the land of Egypt, saying, you only have I known of all the families of the earth, therefore I will punish you for all your iniquities.
Right. The Lord only recognizes the Israelites. That's his people. And that's evident in the Bible. Because the Bible is literally about the Israelites, man. It doesn't follow any other nation of people. As a story, if you look at it from a narrative perspective, it doesn't. There's not no segue. Oh, okay, we're deep now. We got over here. We got Egyptian, and the stories about that Egyptian in Egypt and the Egyptian people and how the God dealing with the Egyptians. No, when the Egyptians are in the Bible, it's always to do with the Israelites. There's nowhere in the Bible where it segues away from Israel.
Israel's the main focus.
It's the focus.
Every captivity, anything that happens in the scriptures.
It's just read the narrative of if the Bible was a universal book and it could be anyone, then it would literally be this person from over here, this prophet from here, this prophet from there, everyone from everywhere, a bit from here, a bit from there. No, it literally is focused in on the Israelites.
That's why Esau took out the books of the Apocrypha, the 14 books, because it names of all the other heathens and how Jacob was subjugated under them, man. Especially like the Greeks, the Maccabees and all that, Alexander. It names because these guys subjected us in slavery, man. So Esau saw that and was like, no, that's evidence, man. We need to get rid of that. You can take those names out of the book, you know, try and hide the history, but you can't hide the truth forever.
Precept. Isaiah 26 and verse 10. Let favor be shown to the wicked, yet will he not learn righteousness.
So we're reading it again.
Yeah,
we read that before. So
they're not gonna do right. It's not in them to do right. They don't have the ingredients to be the sons of God. The Lord has given them ingredients unto us, man. And we're gonna fulfill that by divine unction. And it's not because we chose to be that, we simply are. You don't choose, we didn't choose to be the sons of God or to be the Israelites.
no, we was chosen.
We was chosen. It's the Lord's set up, isn't it? Do, then it would be done. Anyone could do it.
The Lord even said it. We were the smallest of the nations. That's why he chose us, because we was the greatest nation in the world. So we was the smallest. And just even back to the point of what you said about clean and unclean. Why did the Lord why was the Lord sacrificed, not some Edomite? Because that would have been an unsavory smell.
Why would he have to come from David's lineage?
Yeah. He was known as the lamb, sacrificial lamb. Because a lamb is a clean animal that you sacrifice to the Father. But if you sacrifice a swine's flesh, that's an unsavory smell to the Lord, man.
And even to go deeper with that, I believe you talk about Isaac, correct?
Like,
But yeah, when you had Isaac, the same place where he was gonna get sacrificed is a holy place as well. That's where the temple was built. Okay. So it shows you, like, everything the Most High does is there's a point, there's a reason.
It resonates, and it's the same. It's the same thing, man. Go on, but we got Isaiah 14.
Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, where were they walking? The same place where the children of Israel The whole history of the Bible.
It's all in the
It's
same.
in the same place, isn't it? Adam, same place.
Yeah,
So why wouldn't it be the same people?
Yeah,
Come
because
on, man.
you get regular Jakes be doing double, triple entendres. Oh, the Most High's the king of that.
Yeah.
You just sent me the skills on the